Despite Larry Kissel giving what in all likelihood was a victory speech, no one is conceding here yet at Harold Johnson's headquarters, as he and his supporters are still hopeful the numbers can turn around in their favor. Yeah, Heather, that search is going off this gravel path off of Heartland Road in Morganton, about 30 miles from Hickory, where Zara Baker was reported missing this weekend and is now feared to be dead. Well, Heather, considering that 4 CMS schools featured tonight are on the chopping block to be closed, attendance was surprisingly low, although those who did show up came with plenty of ideas, concerns, and opinions.
It broke my heart.
Pre-kindergarten teacher Mary Groth said she was blindsided when she heard the news.
We've built a community at Amy James.
The pre-K school, along with Pawtucket Elementary, Wilson Middle, and Bishop Spa Middle, are slated to be closed entirely next school year. District leaders are planning to send the students, except for those at Pawtucket, into combined pre-K through 8 facilities.
CMS has zero experience with K-8 schools.
Many parents express concern on the idea of mixing 4-year-olds with 14-year-olds under the same roof and outside facilities.
You cannot tell me they'll be safe. You cannot tell me they will not be exposed to things that nobody wants a 4-year-old to be exposed.
CMS board members admitted the planned pre-K through 8 schools in some areas of the district have risk, but said Thursday there are also potential positives.
A student would benefit from the continuous relationships that are built, the knowledge that a teacher learns about a child in the early years would then continue.
Others, like Pastor Mark Dickman, who works with SPA and other West Charlotte school communities, wondered why schools which he thinks are showing improvements are now at risk of being shaken up.
They've been asked to do a job, and they're doing that job exceptionally well. And we want them to be able to finish the plan that they've been asked to execute, which they're doing a really good job at.
And as CMS continues its months-long comprehensive review, more proposed changes are on tap this weekend when district leaders will release the proposed updated boundary changes for about 18 CMS schools. District leaders say this review is a continual work in progress. Reporting live at West Mecklenburg High School in West Charlotte, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina. As the C-130 Hercules National Guard plane touched down Friday, pride and patriotism reached a fever pitch.
So proud. I was feeling really excited.
Wives and kids waved in their heroes as family and friends welcomed home daddies and granddaddies.
Here they come.
The final 30-member group of the 145th Airlift Wing is back in North Carolina after a months-long deployment. The reserve troops flew in service members and supplies in the heart of the Afghanistan war zone.
Proud to serve my country, but it's a great feeling coming home.
I don't think people here really know how much it does mean in what we do.
Emotions were high as supporters embraced loved ones and greeted them with signs, roses, and kisses.
We try to put it out of our minds until we leave Afghanistan, and then we start, the anticipation starts building, and none of us can hardly sleep the night before we get here.
Some of the Guard have now served in nearly a dozen Afghanistan missions, putting aside their careers and families to represent their state and country.
Most of us have other jobs besides the Air National Guard, and so we really think of our employers. We know it's a burden on them.
And now, after nearly a decade in Afghanistan, Guard members and their families hope the community remembers the dedication and service still going on every day.
It's been so long, they just forget that there's still people that are dying, there's still families that are suffering because their family members are gone.
But any suffering overseas is now replaced by joy back home as families catch up on lost time. In Charlotte, Brad Broders, News 14, Carolina.